Alright, what's up everybody? Afflicted Gamer here. Welcome back to another Vigor video. So I wanted to talk about gear fear, which is something that it seems a lot of new players are going through based off of the messages that I get in the comment section under my videos. So I thought I would just make this video to discuss it and to hopefully try to help those of you that are struggling with gear fear overcome it. Now, if you don't know what gear fear is, it's when you get some really good items in a game and then you are just simply too afraid to use them because you do not want to lose them. Games like Vigor, Escape from Tarkov, Hunt Showdown are notorious for this because it is a risk all, win all, lose all type of game. So I totally get where people are coming from. I even went through the same thing when I first started playing. You know, when I finally got some decent blueprints and looted some pretty good stuff from the safe and Bard House and whatnot. I didn't want to lose these things. You know, I thought, oh crap, I finally got this. I don't want it to be gone. But here's the thing. The longer you sit and look at a specific item, you know, whether it be a weapon or a piece of gear, but namely for Vigor here, just weapons, the harder it's going to be for you to eventually use it. And when you do eventually use it and say for some reason you actually lose it, it's just going to enhance that gear fear and step it up quite a few notches. So here's my recommendation. If you go into an encounter with a common weapon, a crappy weapon, or whatever, and you manage to get your hands on an ADR or an SG1 or whatever it is that you feel is a really good weapon for yourself and your playstyle, use it in the very next encounter. If you escape with it and you get out of the encounter with it, go right back in. If you have enough ammo for an encounter, use it right away and continue to repeat that process. Eventually, gear fear will go away and you'll realize that it isn't that hard to come across good weapons. Now, off topic real quick. I thought I heard a hey, so I waved. Now, the rule of the wave is as such. If you wave or the other person waves, you need to wave back. If you do not wave back, it's open season. This person refused to wave back to me, so I'm sorry. I know you didn't have a gun, but for all I knew, you were going to go grab one from somewhere and turn around and come back and find me. Better safe than sorry. No forgiveness in the outlands sometimes. I'm sorry, buddy. Anyway, so back on topic. Yeah, gear fear. Honestly, that's what I think people should do. If you get something really good, turn around and use it. Even if you lose it right away. Don't go back to your shelter and go, damn it, I knew it. I should have kept it. You will always get more. In a game like this where you can eventually just craft as many weapons as your heart desires once you have your shelter leveled up high enough and your crafting bench leveled up high enough, it's really no big deal. I've lost 10 SG1s in a row. I wasn't too thrilled about it when it happened, but I had a string of bad luck. It happens to everybody. What did I do? I crafted more and went back in to play more encounters. No big deal. You win some, you lose some. Also, on top of the obvious reasons that I've just mentioned, to use the weapons once you get them, it's also to get familiar with that weapon. To find out if that weapon is really everything you thought it would be. You know, some people go, oh man, I can't wait to get the ADR. I don't really want to use the ADR though because, you know, it's a gold weapon and they're hard to get and whatnot. Not so much right now with the Christmas event going on and time safe and lock container, but you guys get my point. Don't worry about it. You know, what if you use that gun and you don't even like it for whatever reason? You held on to it that whole time for what? For nothing. You know, you could have used it, found out that it is or isn't for you, and then continued to move on. And then, you know, if it is for you, hey, when you get the blueprint, go ahead and craft up a bunch. So, and once again, quickly bouncing off topic just because of the gameplay in the background. I hit signal, I saw people here, I came here. This was such a strange encounter. I don't know. Yeah, you'll see what happens. Well, a whole lot of not what I expected to happen happens. Anyway, that's my thoughts on gear fear. I don't know. If anybody else has any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comment section for others. But I just want to do my best and do my part to help out the community, especially the new players who are kind of struggling, excuse me, with whether they should or should not use the new stuff that they're getting from encounters. Maybe they looted somebody's body and someone left an H bar behind or an MP5 behind, or they actually made it to time safe, borrowed house, or locked container and managed to get out with a bunch of stuff, and now they're so new they really just don't want to use it. Now, there is one other thing you can do if you get a brand new gun that you have never shot before: the firing range. By all means, it's there for a reason, so take advantage of it. You don't lose any ammo. It's, free ammo when you're using the firing range, so you're not gonna, waste a bunch of ammo and whatnot. So, and look at where are the people? It just hit signal and there's nobody here. Isn't that strange? So, yeah. Anyways, so that is everything that I wanted to say about Gear Fear. I will leave you guys with the rest of the gameplay, just so in case you're curious to see how the rest of this encounter played out. I know it wasn't the most action-packed, but it was just such a strange one, that I kept the footage, and I wanted to talk about this as soon as possible. Vigor just came out on PlayStation a matter of weeks ago from the moment of making this video. There's a ton of new players, and like I said, when I'm reading through my comments, people just they're scared to use their stuff, and I don't want people to feel that way. I don't want it to end up pushing them away from wanting to play the game either, because it's a lot of fun once you realize that even if you lose a bunch of stuff, it's okay. You could turn around and always get more in the next encounter. Why am I pinging the ground, you may wonder? That is a buried cache location, and instead of digging it up, if you ping and there's actually something in that particular dig hole, you'll see the little icon pop up versus nothing at all. So yeah, just thought I would mention that because I know somebody will ask. Anyhow, I am out of here. Drop a like on the video if you guys enjoyed it or found it helpful. Hopefully you'll consider subscribing as well, because 83.7% of you guys who watch me are not subscribed. I think if a fraction of you who watched my tips and tricks video subscribed, I'd be at 30,000 by now, which is crazy. So yeah, hopefully you guys will consider subscribing as well for more Vigor content. Don't forget that you can always follow me over on Twitter at AfflictedGamer, and I will see you all very soon in the next video.